Welcome, ladies. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's do some readings. I'm going to wait as people keep entering, and while people are entering, I'm going to introduce myself. We're going to do Akashic Records readings today. Really explosive, really amazing. We're going to go deep into your business, like deep into your business. So what I do in the Akashic Records is I not only open up your records, but I open up the records of your business. So it's really important in business that we have conversations with our business. We forget and we try to get all up in what we think we need to do. And I'm like, your business is kind of like its own person, right? And so you want to like dig in and ask it questions and ask it what it wants and ask it what it's trying to do and tell you in your life, right? So welcome everyone that's joining. We're going to do some readings today. I'm going to explain to you how it's going to look and how we're going to get into the readings. What I want to say first is my name is Erin Gallagher. I am Erin Inspirational with Erin Gallagher, and my business is really about awakening your spirit and calling you forth into bold and fearless leadership in your life to make more time, to make more money, to make more impact, and to really be able to spend the time that you have in a way that makes you feel good in your business. So we're going to answer all your questions, and we're going to, so start dropping your questions below. I am going to explain to you how I will pick and choose each person. But first I want to talk a little bit about the Lionsgate. So who in here is a Leo? Who's Leo season? Whose birthday is it? What's going on? Hey everybody, happy birthday. Happy Leo season. Right now we're going from Cancer, or we went from the Cancer new moon into Leo. Was it Cancer new moon or from what? Yeah, Cancer new moon into Leo. So Leo energy is very fire, right? So it's really about like upping that fire in our lives and in our business and like being activated and then taking that action into our business and moving forward. However, if we're not having conversations with our business and opening up and asking like, what do you want? Then we're making a lot of decisions based on what we think we need, and it gets really uncomfortable. So that's what I do, is I support people in talking to their business. So I'm an Akashic Records master. So I support you I connect to your highest level guides of yourself and your business, and I create a connection and I create a conversation. So any blocks that are coming up, and you may think the blocks from me and my business are money related, or they are having to do with the strategy, or they are having to do with the pricing. Yes, those things are important, but at the same time, it could be something like you haven't forgiven your mom, you haven't forgiven yourself, you have imposter syndrome, you have visibility wounds, something having to do with past life stuff. So there's a lot of other blocks that have to do with underlying things that don't necessarily have to do with the strategy of business. So that's what I kind of do, is I act as a channel in between your business and you to hear those messages so that you can release what's no longer serving you and step into your amazing impact in your life, right? So not only do I connect you with your business, but I create packages around what you need, what your needs are, right? So ask your business questions below. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Melina. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Steph. Oh my gosh. Welcome. So I'm going to explain a little bit. So right now is the Lionsgate. Okay, Lionsgate right now. So I'm going to explain. I wrote a little note so I can remember and write it down succinctly so it makes sense. This gateway, the Lionsgate energy is going to peak on August 8th. So from now to August 8th and a little bit beyond, literally you can ask for anything you want in your life, in your business, and it will happen. So if you have a session with me, or you have a session with someone, or you tap into your business the same way, up from now until then, you have the opportunity to make lots of money and lots of impact if you're like ready to activate and go all in, right? So this gateway, the Lionsgate, is marked by an alignment between Earth and the star Sirius. Okay, as the star Sirius rises in the sky, Orion's belt directly aligns with the Pyramid of Giza. And from our perspective on Earth, it appears that Sirius, which is the brightest star that we can see, comes closer to the Earth. The star Sirius is twice the size of our sun and 26 times brighter. Okay, the sun in and of itself, the luminary of the sun, is about ego. It's about identity. It's about moving forward. It's about activation. It's about brightness and lightness and love, right? And when you take that energy, the energy of this, and you have Orion's belt and the star of Sirius and everything else, it's like 26 times that. So all of the abundance that's available for you is like 26 times right now, okay? So this is a serious source of spiritual light on the inner planes of ourselves and our business and everything. So this is the time right now, right? This is the time. Sirius, the star, represents abundance and fertility. So that's why abundance and doing and being like divinely connected is so important right now. So here I'm going to explain a little bit about how I read. So I'm going to look through questions, and your spirit guides and my spirit guides are going to lead me to the question where, when I channel what comes through in response, is going to apply to the most amount of people in this chat. because there are so many women. We just hit 400,000 members. Holla, that's amazing. Because there are so many women that come in here and check out this chat. I'm not going to be able to get to everything, of course, so don't take it personally, but know that when I pick a question, it's not just about the person I'm reading for, it's about all of you. So if you're hearing me channeling and you're saying, oh my God, she's speaking directly to me, even though I'm not being read, I am. Know that your guides and my guides are picking me to pick the person who will give me the most, that I'm channeling the most information for the most amount of people. That's what Spirit wants from us. Spirit wants us to affect and impact the most amount of people. So it uses us as a channel to speak to our people, right? So when we're energetically aligned to that message, people can hear it. When we're not, they can't. So it's really important. That's why the work I do is about lifting and seeing those blocks, lifting them and deleting and removing them. My 3-month package that I do is about not only looking at the blocks and what they're there to do, but then we lift them out and delete them. So it's just like this process of delete, 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 and then money and things start to come in as you work on that progress. So it's really, really amazing. So before I start reading, know that I am working with people right now at in 90-minute packages. So just a 90-minute bundle. It's a deep, deep dive into your business. I open the Akashic records of you, I open the Akashic records of your business, and I delete any blockages, and I give you the information that your business is trying to tell you about how to take everything to the next level. Okay, so this is $275 right now, but it's gonna raise up to $333 on Monday, end of day. So book it now before it goes up to $333. All the links that I talk about to work with me are in the description of this video. So if you're like, where's the link to work with you? It's in the description of this video. So just check it out and click on it after the video. Okay, and also, if you aren't ready to invest at that level, that's totally fine. You can go to my group. I have a group, Awaken Your Spirit with Erin Gallagher. I'm in there all the time. I'm doing readings. I'm doing videos. Ask anyone that's in this group now that is in that group. I'm always there. I'm always showing up for you. There are tons of free webinars, free discovery sessions, free, there's just tons of resources in there. So go join now, Awaken Your Spirit with Erin Gallagher, or when the video's over. And the link is also in the description. Okay, so let's get to the readings. All right, so again, ask me anything, but I prioritize business. I let my guides pick the people that I read for. So type your question and let go of the result, let go of being answered to directly. Know that whatever I channel is whatever you hear is going to be for you, right? And everyone who listens to this broadcast will receive a message. It may not be directly at you, but it's going to be for you, okay? So that's all I wanted to say about that. Okay, so I'm going to go through here really quick. Hello, hi Emily, welcome. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. Okay, what area of business? Okay, I'm being pulled toward April Foss. April Foss says, hi, wondering how my business is going to do. I'm not opened yet and working on funding and renovations in the store. April Foss. Okay, I'm hearing that your funding, you're going to get funding. Like, you're going to get funding. However, it's going to be like, they're saying the word like chunky. Like, it's going to be a little bit clunky. Clunky is the word. So it's going to be a little bit clunky. You're going to get it. So what they're telling me is, like, when you're working on funding, keep going the course. Because it may feel like, oh, I almost had this funding and then it fell through. Know that when something's falling through, it's for something better, bigger and better to come in. So your guides are showing me that, like, tell her to keep going. Like, there's going to be times, and I don't know, this might be something that is a almost past thing, which is basically like, you show up sometimes where it's like you give up either too fast, or you're like, oh, well, it's going to fail anyways. Like, before, what they're saying is, like, before you even launch, you give up. So it's like, I'm going to do this. And then there's something in you that's like, I can't, like, or it always happens this way. Or like, they're showing me like you like this. And then all of a sudden your shoulders slump dejectedly. So they're like, tell her to keep going. Like, she has it. She's got it. She just needs to keep going. So this is a great energy with this Leo, this Lionsgate energy. It's like the lion keeps going. If he's running after his prey and the prey is like out of his reach, he goes anyway. He doesn't just say, well, F it, I'm gonna go this way. No, like, I'm getting that prey, I'm finding it and I'm getting it, right? So being the huntress. So that's what they're telling me to tell you. You are a huntress. Like, you are meant to hunt. Like, you're meant to look at what you want, put your prey in your sights and get that thing, right? So your business is going to be directly derived on the energy you feed into it. So and this doesn't come through for everyone. Sometimes what I hear is surrender, lay back, be serene, be graceful. And you can be all of these things and be like a huntress, but they're like, April, you are a huntress. Like, move forward. Like, instead of going, oh, I'm going to work with one, a person to get funding here, like, apply for funding at like 35,000 different places. Like, just do it everywhere, and know that it's going to come through. It's going to happen. You just got to keep going the course. So they're showing me there may be some ups and downs with like renovations and fundings and stuff like that, but you must stay in your fire, and you must stay like, it's going to work. I'm going to do it. I know it. Because I see a big vision for you, and I see you seeing your vision, but there's always like, it's like, I can't do it. So they're saying you can and you will, and we have your back. So keep going, keep going, keep going. So that's an amazing message for April. And anyone else that's feeling this, that's feeling like this dejected energy, keep going. It'll work. It'll work. And also at the same time, have balance where you're having self-care. Because a lot of times we're so like ultra action oriented, and you can tell by the way I'm speaking that this is how I am in my life. So it's really important to do energy work. I do tons of balancing of my chakras. I'm always doing meditations. I'm always doing in between sessions. I will like do deep breathing. I will do meditation. So make sure you're taking care of your energy at the same time and that you're not burning out. So that's another message for you and everyone else listening right now. Make sure you ladies are not burning out, because we are meant to receive. The feminine is meant to receive. And in order to like sit back, and also, I mean, this Lionsgate is about fertility. It's about receiving. It's about receiving and then using that energy as fuel to output and get what we effing want. We are on this planet. So this is another message coming through. We are here, women or women identifying people, to make money, to make impact, to get what the fuck we want, period. So any of this like, oh, I'm always helping other people, or oh, like know that you are here. That's your freaking birthright. So it's so important that you believe in yourself and you keep going no matter what people say, because like it is our time. It is our time. That's what I'm really feeling. Okay. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Shauna. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Okay, Victoria Graham. Victoria Graham says, why can't I connect to a future business idea? Victoria, why can't I connect to? I'm seeing, okay, I'm just going to say what I see, because in the Akashic Records, you see everything. So I'm seeing a gift, like a present. I'm seeing like Santa Claus, like with a whole like bundle over his shoulder. I'm hearing the word diversify. So it's almost like you're paying attention to one thing, but there's Santa Claus with a whole bundle. And it's like, there's not just one thing. That's what they're saying. It's like, there's not just one thing out there. There are tons of things, and you're focused on just, oh, there's this one business idea I need to find. And when you're focused, like really like laser on like this one thing that's going to be perfect, it's not going to work because you're too uber focused on it being like perfect. So let go of the perfectionism and just try a bunch of things, Victoria. So like, you may be like, oh, I love that, like, maybe I'm into essential oils, but I'm also into CBD. So I want to make like a store or a shop with CBD and essential oils. And oh, maybe I can reach out to other people that do that too. And then you reach out to other people, and those other people are like, oh, that's cool, but we also have a business in this. And you're like, wait, I could do that too. Diversify, like reach out, collaborate. Like I'm saying for you, it's really good for you to diversify and collaborate. So be on, also to be seen. So Victoria, you may have some visibility wounds. So they want you to address those visibility wounds by being seen. And I know how scary it is to be seen. So being seen could be something small at first, but work your way up to it. Like being seen could be something like asking, like the women in this group, do a thing like, I would like to be featured on a podcast. I really want to get the juices flowing, right? Because right now I'm feeling like a stagnancy, and your guides want you to get the juices flowing by being seen. So if like going live like I am right now scares the crap out of you, then at least do something like ask to be featured on somebody's podcast, because then you don't have to be seen, you're just speaking. Okay, so that might make like they're showing me stair steps into something bigger, right? And then visibility wounds. A lot of women deal with visibility wounds because we have shame. We have a lot of like, don't be, if you're bossy, you're a bitch, or like Also past life shame having to do with like being burned at the stake, persecution issues about being persecuted for being a woman. It's like we always had to hide away or to only speak when we were spoken to. So there's a lot of like generational and familial trauma also coming up for you. So releasing that visibility stuff. Also, if you guys want to go deeper into like visibility for business and yourself and you want to book the session, that's probably a good way to do it, because then you can go deep into what's causing the visibility issues, and then we can delete and remove that, and also like make strategies moving forward. So the 90-minute session is not only a reading, but it's also like a strategy session for what to do, what actually to do. So it's a good mix between business strategy and healing and energy work, okay? So I hope that helped, Victoria. Okay, Erica Niersbach-Woltman. I hope I said that right. Erica Niersbach-Woltman. How long will it take my business to take off? We just opened in March. Okay, March, April, May, June, July. How long will it take my business to take off? First thing I hear and see is the word comparison. So make sure, Erica, that the first thing you do is not compare yourself to other businesses. And this message is for everyone. Like I said, my guides lead me to people that will give the most messages to everyone else. Don't ever compare yourself or your business to other people. Don't ever compare yourself or your business to other people. It's so important, because I did that for so long and I kept doing what I thought I was supposed to do, and it wasn't aligned to my energy. It didn't work for me. And like this video, somebody might have said like, oh, don't go live on Fridays afternoons. You're going to get less viewership, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I get to follow what I feel in my heart I'm going to do. Like, I have space here. I'm going to do the video then. I'm going to, some people might say, oh, don't stand up when you're doing your video. You look like you're all over the place or whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, I want to stand up. I need to talk. I need my energy to move. Oh, don't apply for a loan. Your credit card is too high of a balance. I don't give a shit. I'm going to apply for a loan. I need money. Like, I'm a business. Like, I'm going to apply for loans until I become a millionaire, and then I'm going to pay all those loans off. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm going to do what works for me. So if it works for you and it feels good in your gut, do it. So Erica, thanks, because you're showing up, which is making this message come through. So this isn't only for you, it's for everyone else. But there is this energy of not comparing yourself to other people, because like, how long will it take my business to take off is a question of like, when's it going to happen? When, like, just when. Not saying that that's bad, like, you want to know that. And at the same time, and I'll tell my people that I work with on Akashic Records readings about this, where sometimes you will ask in your Akashic Records, when will my business take off? And they'll say, when you heal your relationship with your brother. And you might be like, what the F does that mean? That has nothing to do with my business. It does, it does, it does. Ladies, everything is connected. So I am seeing some family wounds that when you release those, it will help your business to take off, because we have blocks all over the place that don't seem like they're connected, but they are. And it really serves us to actually look at all of those connections. And it's almost like when you go and clean your home, or you clean your house, or you do space clearing, and then you get like a check in the mail or something. And you'll be like, why did cleaning my house make me get a check in the mail? It's because you're moving energy around. It's all energy. It's all the same. Like $1 is the same as $1 million, because it's just paper. It's just energy. So when you're open to that energy and you make it feel safe with you, then it can come to you. So your business wants to feel safe with you, Erica. So the way to make it feel safe with you is to not compare it to others, because then your business is sitting there going like, man, like, I'm not good enough because like I'm too new, or like I'm not as good as that guy. Your business is a person. So they're sitting there thinking the same thing, like, it's not fair, like I never can get what I want or whatever, you know? So there is stuff around stuff with your family. So if you have any, I'm seeing like close family. So either mom, dad, brother, sister, something like that. There is some energy there. And you don't, okay, this is another thing coming up. For those of you having issues with family, there's a lot of stuff coming up around family lately. If you're having issues around family and conflict in family, know that you can do a lot of work on your own, on your end, without even having that person in the room with you. Say it's your sister. You don't have to have that person in the room with you. You can work with their soul and support at like seeing each other and hugging each other and working on forgiveness wounds without actually seeing the person. So that's another thing you might want to book a session for if you want to go deeper on that. Okay, I hope that helped, Erica. Okay. Catherine says, I relate to that energy of excited then deflated. Yes, that's why it's so important to like, yes, allow yourself when you feel deflated to like feel that way. I feel like it's so important, especially as women. We in business, it's such a hard gig, you guys. Honor yourself. Honor the pain of like if something doesn't go through. Honor the feeling of failure. And then don't sit in it too long, right? RuPaul says, look, but don't stare. Meaning look at what's holding you back. Look at what is making you feel deflated. and use it to fuel you, but don't stare. Don't stay there too long, because then that causes suffering, and then you get stuck in it. Okay. Janine Moore. Janine Moore says, I've been given an opportunity to leave a permanent job I've been in for the last 8 years to be self-employed, working alongside a friend. I'm scared to make the change, but no, I'm not fulfilled in my current role. Okay, so Janine, they're saying to do it, but they want you to save a little nest egg first. So I don't know if you have a nest egg saved, but they want you to save, they're saying like $5,000. I know that's a lot, but you'll want to work at like, they're saying the bridge, you'll want to have a bridge there. So you have some kind of backing. Like that's what they're saying. You want to have backing of support of having like a little nest egg, so you're not just jumping off the ledge. I often will tell people, yes, just take the risk and jump off, but you want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself responsibly. So I can hear your money right now. Your money's like, just make sure that she has enough of us before she does that, because we want to make sure that we feel safe. That's another topic I'm going to talk about in my group, which, by the way, go join my group, Awaken Your Spirit. I do live videos in there all the time. And one of the videos I'm going to do coming up is that your money wants to feel safe with you. So if you make it feel safe and comfortable, meaning like you don't check it all the time to make sure, like you're like, where are you? Are you going to come into my life? Where, like, I need to make sure you're there. If it feels that way, it's going to want to run away. But if you're like, hey, I love you. Like, even if you have $1, hey, I love you, $1. Thank you so much for being in my life. Like, what do you want to do? Should I put you in a bank account? Should I, should I put you, like, what would you like me to do? How would you like to feel safe? Like having those conversations with your money. So your money's coming up to me and saying like, just make sure she has enough of me so that when she goes out and does this, because they're saying to do it. They're like showing me you doing it, but just make sure you have a nest egg, even if it's not 5,000, like 3,000 something, making sure you have that, because a lot of people make that, it's not really a mistake because you learn from it, but I did that and I had $4,000, which I thought was a lot. And then I went and I used it all in rent. And then all of a sudden I had to ask my mom for rent money and stuff. And what happened was, because I was in scarcity, I was trying to sell my services from scarcity. So you're going to have a friend to help you support with sales. So it'll be easier because then you guys are both together, like using your energies. They're showing me that you and your friend together is a great energy. So you use that energy to stay up, but at the same time, do have a little nest egg. So do it, but have a nest egg. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Carrie. Yes, April responded by saying, oh, wow, you're nailing it. I've been submitting my business plan to the very same company and having to keep making alterations. Yes, keep doing it, keep going. This is a woman who was asking me earlier about funding, but I won't give up and just recently started looking at other places for funding. Yes, and I work, plus have six kids, never breaking. Awesome, I will follow through and I will take your advice. Yes, do it. I'm so excited. Let me see. Hi, Bernice, hello. Okay, Rebecca Cano EA. Rebecca, oh my gosh, I only have a half an hour here. It goes by so fast, y'all. Okay, Rebecca says, I've always wanted to try this. So usually I will just get a general message. So let's see what happens, Rebecca. Let's see what comes through. I'm seeing children and pets. I'm seeing playfulness. I'm seeing embracing your inner child. So I feel like there's wounding of the inner child here. So Rebecca, you have like, okay, I want to preface this. When I'm talking and when a lot of people talk about inner child work, I think what we do is we focus on this one little child inside of us, like the inner child that either didn't get enough love, that feels unwanted, that needs you to support him or her in a certain way so that it feels like the safety that I didn't get in childhood, I need now. So there's a part of your inner child that did not have safety as a child. What I'm seeing is around 7 years old. So I'm seeing something happen at 7 years old. So at 7, like there was a break, and this could be anything from your mom or your dad saying, no, you can't have that. And like it broke you. So trauma can come from anywhere. So something happened at 7, there was a separation and the inner child. So like I was saying, when I was prefacing about the inner child, we have a number of inner children. We have something that happened to us when we were 7 that made us separate, like Rebecca here. We had something that happened when we were 15 where the boy that we liked didn't like us and it crushed us. We have an inner child that's 17. We have an inner child that's 30. We have an inner child that's 30 that's still stuck in being 7. So we have a lot of different separate fragments inside of us. And that's why life sometimes feels so chaotic and fragmented. It's because there's a bunch of different identities within us that want to be held and loved and witnessed. It doesn't mean that they're out there like wanting to like tear anything away from us. They want to support us, right? So the way that we can support them back is like going into our bodies, closing our eyes and saying, okay, hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Inner 7-year-old me, show me what had you feel so broken and separate. And something could come up like the color purple. Something could come up like, oh, my shoulder itches. Take a second to acknowledge that, because your intuition comes through in smell, taste, sight, everything. So if you're talking to yourself and you're saying, show me that you're here with me, and you feel a itch on your shoulder, say, thank you, I felt that. I'm here with you. I love you. And just start creating that connection. There's an inner child in your body. Create that connection in your body. And that's really going to support you, Rebecca, in the next steps for you in your business. That's like the next step for you. Those are the blocks that are coming up. So be very careful too, when you are speaking with that inner child, that you're doing so from a place of being very grounded, and that you're in a place that's very safe. And if you feel like it's getting too much, or your anxiety is getting up really, really like a lot, then reach out to me or a therapy professional that can support you with like walking you through the process. Because you don't want to, trauma or anything that happened to you as a child, or having inner child work going on, you want to make sure that you're really taking care of yourself, and that you're not like tripping any trauma that could be in there that you don't want to like activate, right? So making sure that you're being really gentle with yourself. Okay, I have 4 more minutes. I'm going to do one more reading. Also wanted to let you guys know, if you want a session, I do a 90-minute deep dive into your business, where I open your records, the records of your business. I go deep, 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 and I get all the information of the blocks. We remove the blocks. We also talk strategy and what to do next. And then if you want, we can work one-on-one for 3 months, which is a really powerful container to release all of the things and have this like long actual like place where I can support you long term. Okay. Also, if again, like I said, if you're not ready to invest, go to my group, Awaken Your Spirit with Erin Gallagher. These links are in the description of this group, of this live. So in the description of this live, click on the group and go join now. Okay. One more thing, or one more person. Racinda Newson. Am I moving in the correct business? Racinda Newsom. I hope I'm saying your name right. Moving into the correct business. I'm seeing that you get to make some tweaks to it. Like they're showing me like the overall energy of how you want to feel doing it is right, but maybe the actual thing that you've chosen isn't the direct correlation to that feeling. So one thing that's coming up for me is a mantra I used to say to myself all the time. I want you to write this mantra down, repeat it every day, put it in your car, put it on your window, put it on your mirror, put it everywhere where you see it, and say, I only say yes to things that totally and utterly light me up. I only say yes to things that totally and utterly light me up. In fact, type it in this chat right now. I only say yes to things that totally and utterly light me up. A lot of women say yes to a lot of shit that doesn't do anything for them. It wastes their time, it wastes our time, it wastes our money, and we're doing all this shit for other people that we should be focusing on ourselves. So it gets to be about you and what you want. So if something does not light you up entirely, say no. So Racinda, what I'm feeling for you is saying no at the right time is really important, and saying yes at the right time is really important. So making sure that your time is being prioritized. So they're saying for you, you have a challenge around prioritizing time. So make sure that you are really prioritizing time by saying no a lot. Every time you feel like, well, maybe it's a maybe, that's a no. Well, no. If it's not a no or a yes, it's a no, okay? Because you'll know if it gives you that fire in the belly and you're like, oh my God, yes, that's the thing, that's it. And unless it makes you feel like that, don't do it, okay? It's really important to focus on that. Okay, oh my God, I literally wish I could do all of these. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. I love you so much. Okay, I have to sign off because I only have half an hour here. Please book a session with me. If you cannot book a session with me, go into Awaken Your Spirit, because I really want, and I say please book a session with me because I really want to support everyone in here. And that's the best way to do it, because we can really do a deep dive for 90 minutes. And if you're not able to do that, like I said, join my group first until you are, and then you will have a chance to see my energy, to see the people in my group, to really get a feeling for what I post in there, and to just show up and have a community to support you. So if you're hearing all this business stuff and we're talking about all these things and you're like, that's great, but I don't have an accountability buddy, I don't have someone to help me. There are tons of women and men in my group that can support you with that, including myself. So I have tons of videos in that group. So go join it. in the description of this video. It's either above or below, depending on if you're on a phone or your tablet or whatever. Click on the link to go there and go join, or click to book a session, whatever you're feeling called to do. Okay, I love you all so much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for receiving the messages, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.